looking like correctional officers are looking to get paid. They are now leaving and on strike. Some correctional officers are on strike in some prisons across the world. Let's tune into the video, see what's going on out here in the streets.
Well, corrections officers from multiple state prisons taking part in an unsanctioned strike.
All right, they're protesting long hours and unsafe working conditions. Fox 5's Lisa Evers joins us now in studio with details. And Lisa, this is having a huge impact on operations, obviously, at these prisons.
Yes, it is, Steve and Natasha. There are no visits going on at some New York State prisons today. That's because hundreds of state corrections officers at more than 5 prisons have gone on a wildcat strike. They say state officials have ignored the repeated complaints about chronic understaffing and lax security regulations that put both officers and inmates in danger with no relief in sight. The Collins and Elmira correctional facilities in upstate New York were the first 2 prisons where corrections officers walked off the job and onto a picket line in the bitter cold. A key issue, mandatory 24-hour and 48-hour shifts, and sometimes 72 hours without sleep or going home.
This is something that's been going on.
Wild. That's a lot of OT though, man. I can't lie, bro. They must be getting paid good, at least. Some people wouldn't mind working like that. At a time like this, in times like this, people getting laid off for the federal government. Of course, they might not want to be in a prison, but don't sound too bad. You get your 72 hours, you bang that out, done for the week. Almost 40 hours in overtime. Come on, that sounds crazy. It does sound crazy, but
For a long period of time, it's getting worse and not better. The number of resignations has skyrocketed, and the amount of people that have retired has also skyrocketed.
We reached out to the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision, also known as DOCS, and got this response. The job actions initiated by some rogue NYS-COPBA members at Collins and Elmira correctional facilities this morning are illegal and unlawful. We are committed to engaging the union in order to return staff to work and resume normal operations at the 2 facilities.
And as the own statistics show, that if you're working 24 hours, it's similar to a DWI as far as how the effect is on the body, and that you just cannot operate that. That's not safe for anyone. And whether it's voluntary overtime or mandated, the majority is mandated overtime. That's just not healthy.
Within hours, corrections officers from Bear Hill, Franklin, and upstate prisons joined the strike, which is not sanctioned by the government-affiliated union. The officers' safety concerns are supported by our own review of DOC statistics. We found that assaults on prison staff more than doubled in 5 years from 2019 to 2024. Assaults on inmates tripled in the same period. Current regulations allow the mandatory overtime if it's a crisis, and that's the problem, says former corrections lieutenant and union official Vinny Blasio.
You can't call it a staffing crisis when this situation has been going on for years. We're in the betterment of 3 years.
Now, the striking officers say they also need a review of security procedures for visitors and inmates to reduce the growing threat of fentanyl overdoses behind bars. The last time state corrections officers went on strike was in 1979. Steve and Natasha?
Yeah, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I have to pay them more. Either that or get more people in there. I don't know how many people are really signing up to be correctional officers, though, to be honest. I know it's not mostly gonna be men, of course. Gonna get a few women here and there, even though I disagree, because we just went over a video not too long ago to where a correctional officer got raped in California, because they just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's bound to happen when you're dealing with evil men. Get what I'm saying? So I understand if people aren't looking to sign up for this particular job, but it seems like there is a lot of money in it, also a lot of risk, which is understandable. But if you're a young man and shoot, you got nothing to lose really, and you just trying to make some really good money, you gotta stay on your toes, obviously, but this doesn't seem like a bad gig. I would definitely I would definitely look into it if I wasn't going the route that I'm going. More of a science type of guy. I'll be honest with you. I'm not more. I don't want to be Captain Save 'em. Get me? I'm not trying to. Not trying to be a police officer. I respect them. Not trying to be them. Anyways, let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership. Y'all already know, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button too. Y'all are messing with the videos, man. I appreciate y'all again.